It's going to be well-balanced. It's going to be fresh.
It really is high-quality coffee beans. It's buying the top 5% of what's available. It's roasting that coffee very carefully and precisely, and then getting it to the customer fresh. We have 100 years of family experience in roasting. The taste, the art, the experience of coffee is critical.
It goes back to the early 1900s when my dad and his family came to America.
My father-in-law, Izzy, and his brother Nathan had to support the family.
They had various jobs working in grocery stores. After a while, they had saved up some funds and they decided to open a store for themselves. They specialized in coffee by the pound. In 1947, an uncle told them about a proposition for purchasing a coffee company in Hartford, Connecticut.
My memory of my grandfather was that he was a really hardworking guy. I had a really special relationship with him because he would come up to Hartford on Mondays and Tuesdays, and the only extra bed in the whole house was in my room. And so growing up, my grandfather was my roommate.
When Bruce went to college, I said, in the event that you're interested in coming into the business, there is a place for you.
Bruce said, I'm coming in to the business because I want Grandpa to know that the business is continuing and growing and flourishing.
When I came to work at Baronet, I bumped into a bunch of old high school friends one night, and they said, oh, what are you doing back in town? I said, came into the family business to work. And they said, oh, what's the name of the company? And I said, Baronet Coffee. And they said, never heard of it. And so when I went into work the next day, I said to my dad, we need to change that. We need to make Baronet Coffee a household name. And everything that I did from that point forward was to try to build the brand.
The coffee that we buy is high-grown coffee, which is the highest quality coffee we can find. That coffee comes from areas that have the right combination of sun and rain and altitude. We sample every coffee that comes into the building without exception, and we decide at that time whether or not the coffee has the characteristics we're looking for our intended use. When we roast coffee, we consider each batch of coffee an individual, and we make sure that each one of those coffees is handled with the same care that it needs to be handled in order to make it as good as it can be. We have roasters here that are made with designs that are 100 years old. However, those roasters are controlled with a state-of-the-art computerized control system. It allows us to take the excellent quality that we get out of those roasters, and it gives us a level of consistency that's really unparalleled.
I've learned from my dad, who always told me it never costs anything to listen. And I always try to listen to people when they talk about new trends, listen to customers, find out what they're looking for. And with that, we've been able to grow and diversify the business.
We've seen really exciting growth, both on the portion pack, the roasting ground side with a focus on higher quality coffee, and then also on the single serve side. And it's something that we do that's unique. Not many roasters actually do this kind of packaging. We look at customers as part of the family. Part of it is understanding their needs. What we try to do is take their needs, then the knowledge that we have from over 100 years of family experience here, and put those things together to create a program that'll help them grow. We want them to be successful too, because through their success is our success.
The way this company works is it allows people with any kind of a skill to add value. When I came to the business, it was in a role of whatever you see you think you can make better, go for it.
When I came to America, the only thing I knew about coffee was how to drink it. I started from the bottom. I started as a machine operator. From there, I became a team manager, and now I'm the production manager. I know how to roast it, I know how to grind it, how to package it, everything that's involved in the production aspect of Baronet.
It's so rewarding that when customers come, they take me aside and they say, you have an amazing team here. They are so passionate about what they do, and I am truly lucky to have surrounded myself with such a great team.
I enjoy working at Baronet because there's always opportunity for me.
Family comes first, and I view that the same way with the Baronet team, that they're a family and they come first.
I feel fortunate to be in a family business where it's small enough that I can make an impact large enough that we can work with some of the biggest companies in the country, but also where it has the people that are here are people who from the beginning treated me like family, and I see them treat other employees like family.
I think things are really bright for us. Coffee is a very mature industry. It's been around for hundreds of years. And the passion that we have about coffee, I'm starting to see that same passion in the customers. And to me, that's very encouraging, that customers really love their coffee.
We're committed to continuing to learn, continuing to adapt, to bring in new technologies, whether it's advances in roast profiling and roaster control, or it's our analytical equipment from a quality control standpoint, so that we can create this beautiful cup of coffee that someone loves.
It brings me and my wife a lot of joy to see some more of the family getting involved in the business. I would liken it to planting a garden, watering the garden, and hoping that the garden will flourish. And I think in our case, that's exactly what happened.
In 2008, we were fortunate enough to be awarded the Yukon Family Business of the Year Award. And in 2014, I became chairman of the National Coffee Association. And the person that got up to introduce me had gone to a store and had gotten a Baronet coffee cup. And he stuck the cup on the podium. And if you remember what I said was important to me 20 years earlier was to make Baronet coffee a household name. At that point said, mission accomplished.